Hello everyone, in this video I am going to explain another concept of inventory management, that is economic order quantity. It is most imperative topic from the examination point of view. Definitely you will get one question from this topic in your exam, mark my word. Let's start with the meaning of EOQ. EOQ stands for economic order quantity, also known as reorder quantity. You can say optimum quantity. Let me explain the concept of EOQ with the help of examples. Suppose you are a manufacturer of pen. You are doing a business of pen. For manufacturing of pen, you need some raw material. In form of plastic. So, under your business, you have to determine two critical points. You have to determine two critical things: how much quantity to be placed and when to place the order of raw material to supplier. So these two things can be known by EOQ point. EOQ point is that point where both costs are minimum. Both costs simply means where total cost is minimized. Total cost simply means consists of two types of cost. One is ordering cost, second one is carrying cost. In my previous video, I had already explained the meaning of ordering cost and carrying cost. So in nutshell, in one word, in simple language, what is EOQ? EOQ simply means that level of quantity at which the cost of ordering will be equal to the cost of carrying. You can say holding cost, where both costs are equal. Suppose EOQ is the point at which inventory carrying cost is equal to ordering cost. So that point is known as your EOQ point, economic order point. Clear? So economic order point, also known as reorder point, optimum quantity point. So where both costs are equal, where inventory carrying cost is equal to ordering cost, that point is known as your EOQ point. You can see in a flowing diagram. Let me explain with the help of diagram. As you can see, where both costs intersect each other, at that point your total cost is minimum. So that point is known as EOQ point. Or one thing keep in mind, holding costs are always low upward. Reason being, when the level of quantity increases, holding cost also increases. Means you need more go down, then you have to pay more rent. So what is ordering cost? Ordering cost simply means, as per name suggests, these are the costs that are associated with the purchasing or ordering of material. Like these costs include inspection cost of incoming material. When you place your order and when you receive your order, you have to check the quality of order. Then you appoint some person, you have to pay some salary or wages. So inspection cost including under ordering cost of stationery, typing, postage, telephone charges through you can place your order, that also comes under the ordering cost. Expenses incurred on transportation of goods purchased, that also comes under the ordering cost. Second one is carrying cost. Now what is carrying cost? Carrying cost, also known as holding cost as well as storage cost. As per name says, carrying cost. Carrying cost simply means holding cost, carrying storage cost. Carrying cost, these are costs for holding the inventories. These costs will not be incurred if inventories are not carried. One thing keep in mind. These costs include the cost of capital invested in inventories, cost of storage, insurance cost. Whenever you hold your inventory, you need some place, go down. Then you have to pay some rent. So go down rent comes under the carrying cost. So the formula of EOQ is simply formula under root 2 into D into S upon me H. 2, that is the prefix. D means your annual demand, that is already given in a statement. S simply means cost of placing order, ordering per cost. H means holding cost per unit. But sometime direct holding cost is not given, you have to given in percentage form. Then you calculate I into C, cost per unit on percentage basis. Let me explain with the help of example. XYZ Limited needs 1000 coffee maker per day. The cost of each coffee maker is 78. Ordering cost is 100 rupees per order and holding cost is 40% of per unit cost. What is optimum order quantity? Optimum order quantity simply means your EOQ. Nothing new thing. Optimum order quantity, also known as EOQ. So now solve the question with my previous mentioned example. 2ds upon me H under root. Under this thing, annual demand 1000, that is given. 1000 coffee makers per day, D is already given. You need 1000 coffee makers per year. Annual demand is given, D is equal to 100. Cost of each coffee maker is 78. Cost of each coffee maker is 78 and ordering cost is 100 rupees per order. As you can see, Ordering cost is also given, or that is given in per order, and we need per order ordering cost. So cost per unit is equal to 100, that is your S stands for ordering cost per unit. Then holding cost is 40% of per unit cost. I already explained. Sometimes direct ordering cost is not given, it is given in a percentage form. Then always calculate on cost per unit. Per unit cost is also given 78 and holding cost is 40%. Then 40% of 78, that is 31.20. All things are given related to your formula. D is also given, S is also given, C is also given, and H you can calculate by I into C, 40% of your 78. Now put all things in your formula and obtain the value of EOQ. Is there any problem till now so far? So put all the value in your formula and your EOQ is, as you can see, 80 coffee makers. Annual demand is already given 1000, cost is given 100 rupees, cost per unit is given, holding cost you can calculate I into C, 40% of 78, and put all things in your formula. 2DS upon may H. 2, that is prefix, H, D, annual demand 1000, H holding cost, that is 31.20, and ordering cost is 100. Then the value is 80 coffee makers. Now do it. All examples in your book, formula is simple. Then next is limitation of EOQ thinking. First limitation, EOQ require identification of inventory carrying cost and ordering cost. Suppose if inventory carrying cost and ordering cost, both costs are not given in a statement, then you can't calculate EOQ. Reason being, I have already told the formula of EOQ, 2DS upon me H. We need both types of cost in a statement. If nothing is mentioned related to ordering cost and carrying cost, then we can't determine EOQ point. That's a limitation of EOQ. Sometimes the output value from EOQ is inconvenient depending upon the demand of that time. As you know, demand is fluctuating time to time. It's not constant. It changes from time to time. If demand is not constant, then it is very tough to determine the EOQ point. And third one is if materials are not regularly required, means if your demand is zero, you don't need any raw material because your demand is zero, your business is in a shutdown position, then EOQ point is not useful. Then you no need to calculate the EOQ point. You no need to calculate when you have to place order and how much quantity to be placed. Then all things are baseless. And next point is EOQ is not useful when the prices are fluctuating. When demand is fluctuating, price is fluctuating, as you know, these all are the part of external environment. So on that point, you can't determine your EOQ value. If EOQ is demand dependent, it may lead to irregular order placing to vendor. Simply means demand changes time to time. If your EOQ is totally dependent on your demand, then you can't exact value of EOQ. Reason being, you have to calculate time to time again. You can't say my EOQ is this, I have to place every time this quantity of order. Reason being, your demand is non-constant. Your demand is changes time to time. Then every time you have to calculate new EOQ method. Clear? Thank you so much. If you like my video, kindly subscribe.